like now.
Soon, yeah. I need to check up everything. Can you entertain our guests?
Yes, I can. Hello and welcome to Hops and Bros live session.
And this is a special one
because we're not on the patio.
Yeah, and because it's kind of getting super cold here in Canada.
If you're from elsewhere, if you're from Canada, you know it's getting cold.
Yeah, it's getting cold. Quite fast. Is it here that I can check everything? Yes, I think so. It's been a while since we've been live.
It's been a very long time. Happy to be back. We do love this format, this concept, and we hope you like it too.
Without further ado, let's enter the question. Is it the question? Yeah, the kind of like
well, not the question. I guess the it is a question. It's the what we're going to be talking about today, or at least what we're going to be rambling about.
Exactly.
I'm fairly sick. I apologize for my voice. I apologize for the coughing that I'm going to be doing. I apologize for the just everything. But I'm here. I'm still alive. Still alive. Are we questions there? So today's question is Untappd, good or bad? Chris, good or bad Untappd?
I think we can broaden the question to Untappd and online beer reviews. Good or bad?
And online beer reviews. You do know we're online beer reviews,
I know,
right?
I know. That's why it's kind of like we can put a little bit of our salt in there.
Yeah. So it's this way. If we say it's all negative, then we're saying we're negative too.
Exactly. We don't look that bad. You know. Yeah. That's why. So let's pose a question right in on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, put up your comments right over there. We'll start the discussion in less than 2 seconds. Don't count the seconds, Max. I know it's the kind of joke you do.
1, 2,
Perfect.
3.
So let's click.
I don't know if there's any, like last time we had it on the side, no?
There's 2 watching on YouTube, so that's perfect.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
So Untappd, good or bad?
Oh, live video interrupted on yours. Let's check that. Okay, perfect. So while Max checks up the broadcast on the Facebook one, we'll keep up doing the whole good thing on YouTube. So yes, Untappd, good or bad? I'm not a big fan of Untappd. Straight up, I'm not a big fan of Untappd. Does it work?
Yeah, it should be back online now.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's right here. Okay, cool, perfect. Yes. So I'm really not a big fan of Untappd. That's one thing. I don't use it. We have an account on Hops and Bros. We have a few beers checked in already. But
well, it's either we're really bad at putting the information in and actually using the app, or it's just that we don't see the appeal of the app.
Exactly. And for us, doing beer reviews, it's all about experimenting something, discovering different flavors at the same time. And if we were out there putting 1 stars on beers that we didn't like, and it's our own taste, and it's
very subjective. Taste is subjective to start with. So I think what I don't like about Untappd is the point system, the 5-star, 3-star, and all that shenanigans. That's what I don't particularly enjoy, because for me, maybe I didn't like this beer, but someone else is gonna love it.
Yeah, exactly.
In my life, I can say that there's probably 1 or 2 beers that I really did not like. The rest I enjoyed to some extent. And I can understand why someone would have liked those beers.
Yeah.
So a concept like Untappd, just to be able to keep track of the beers you've had and to remember the flavors that you remember from those beers, then it's fine.
Yeah.
It's the rating system I don't enjoy.
I'm not a big fan of the rating system, because a lot of people do allow a lot of importance to the number of stars that a beer has.
Yeah.
Which is not really relevant, because who are you to put 2 stars?
Yeah.
If you don't like IPAs, then you rate that IPA 1 star because you don't like IPAs.
Yeah.
You can't really put out there, I don't like IPAs. You just put 1 star because, man, I didn't like it. It was too hoppy. That's not a good reason.
Yeah, that's a big one I've seen often. I don't like this beer because it's 2, and then insert exactly what the beer is supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And right there, I'm like, okay, so why even put the 1 star? You didn't like the beer because you don't like that style of beer.
That's
go
not
grab
even
something you like.
a good thing. Just come on. You're drinking a beer. You're taking the time. That means you're probably sitting at a table with your friends.
Yeah.
1. That's kind of. Not sure. I'm not a big fan of that again.
It can be rude in some places, and it can be okay in others, depending on your group of circle. technology might be already there and everyone's on their cell phone anyways.
Yeah.
I know a good friend of ours, Pates, is a big fan of Untappd.
Jared Lover says, Untappd is broken, never impartial. Thanks, Jared. Thanks.
On
but,
Facebook,
but
right?
yeah, on Facebook. But what about like Rate Beer and Beer Advocate, the other websites?
Oh, you see, what I don't like about those is they got bought out by InBev.
Only Rate Beer.
Only Rate
Beer
Beer?
Advocate
Yeah, but
still...
isn't Beer Advocate owned by Rate Beer? Or
so,
opposite or something? Like they're
kind
the
of
same.
like,
that's why, like, one got bought out, but by default, the other one got bought out as well. Now,
exactly, yeah.
it's not to say that the people who are posting there aren't posting the right thing about beer and are posting relevant things. It might be. It's just a bad image. I mean, we're fighting against the big guys because we believe in the small guys.
Yeah.
And now the people we trusted decided to get bought out by the other guys.
Exactly. But
or maybe not decided, or just got brought up too. But
so let's go back to the whole Untappd experience, which I'm still not a big fan.
Mm-hmm.
You're drinking your beer.
Yeah.
You're stopping.
Yeah.
Taking notes about what you're drinking right now. So if your beer is too hoppy for a beer that's supposed to be hoppy, then put a little bit more effort into it. What's too hoppy for you? What's the flavor that you don't like? The color, the mouthfeel, put it out there. That's made for that. I think Untappd deserves to maybe have kind of like a low level thing.
yeah,
You know, mouthfeel, good, bad, dry, wet, you know, something a little bit more easier for someone to describe their stuff.
yeah,
their flavor
describe
stuff.
their
Like what they
I don't
have
have
in
an
mind.
interpretation, but the
I know that they already added kind of keywords at the end, and you
Yeah.
can add like, so what you taste, flowers,
Yeah, they've got keywords. With
Like-
I thought when I played with it, I thought it was interesting. It was
Yeah.
cool because you can immediately go to keywords,
Yeah.
and depending on what other people said about that beer, then you can go and grab those keywords because you tasted that as well.
Exactly.
So that's the good.
But
That's not necessarily bad.
But I think it's something that they should explore a little bit more
Oh, yeah,
because
definitely.
it's an avenue that it hasn't been explored
Yeah.
that much. Untappd is made to, yes, tag in some beers, get badges, show them off to your friends. Kind of like Pokemon Go. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
for beers.
is
Which we've
it
talked in the
still
past
around
about.
Pokemon Go?
I
No,
don't
no.
think so. I don't.
So make it a little bit more in depth.
Yeah.
I think that's where those beer rating apps needs to be a little bit more in depth to help out not just the beer drinker but also the brewers themselves.
Yeah. Well, we are a little biased because if you look at the beginning of the channel when we used to do it in French, back in the day, we would rate the beers. We would put a note on 5x something just to rate the beers. After a couple episodes, we're like, this can't continue because
It's not working.
No, it's not the real way to enjoy beer. It's not the real way to talk about
We were
beer.
literally rating every beer 3.8 on 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we were like, it's super good,
Yeah.
but it's not better than the last one, which was
Yeah.
3.8. So let's keep the 3.8 thing going.
So
So we realized that
rating
after
beer,
5 episodes, didn't
Yeah.
stand
it just didn't work, so we had to
at all.
change.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's part of the, Jaren has a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. So Jaren says on Facebook, maybe a filter or check boxes. Is this a style of beer that I know? Is this a style of beer I like? Do I only like Bud or will aid on? So kind of like
Okay,
a
so-
dumb proof
Yeah.
filter. Yeah.
Like,
okay.
or a profile for the person who's writing in and saying, okay, so I'm a big Coors Light fan. I love Bud Light. My favorite beer is this or that, and
My
then you can
favorite
go,
beer is
okay,
Bud
so
Light.
your opinion doesn't really matter in this case.
So you're rated. Oh, that's kind of bad. I love it.
Yeah.
It's it's judging someone by just what they're drinking. I don't think it's the way to go, but it's
No.
funny. I like it. We have Ed on YouTube.
Ed, how's it
that's
going? It's
putting
been a
his,
while.
I was eager to add your idea on that because Ed is part of the brewing community, so
Yeah.
we won't say more on that. But
No, but-
still, it's always important to get those ideas out there. So he says. Don't like the rating system on Untappd, but it's so widely used, which is great from brewery perspective to get feedback from customers.
Yeah.
I get to check every night to keep an eye on how people are liking things and look at quality control. But
That's a good point.
Yeah.
My only issue with it, and I've seen this in other situations where one customer is going to put 1 star, the rest are going to put 3, 4 stars,
Yeah.
and then everything goes down because of that one person.
Yeah.
And that one person, again, not his beer, not his flavor profile, so why was he even putting 1 star to that?
Yeah.
Which I guess it's one way to see if your beer is of quality or not.
But as a brewer, it's interesting because you can interact with those people and ask the questions, but is it worth it to spend that extra 5 to 10 minutes to interact with that person that had issues with the beer? Like a little comment down below saying, you had a bad experience. Was that sort of in temperature? Was that not fresh?
It's true. There's so many factors that come into, like, say you go home, you have your IPA and you try it out.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your time frame? Is your IPA 3 months old, 6 months old, a week old? So you're not going to have the same experience from the day it's packaged to a couple of months after. It's not going to be the same beer that the brewer wants you to have.
Yeah.
And that can also influence the rating and all that
stuff. The whole spectrum rating.
Yeah.
We also have Guillaume Rondeau on Facebook, which put, so let's read that out. People tend to review beer according to their personal taste on Untappd. Unranked beer, they rate according to style and how well it's made. I personally like Untappd as a personal tool for rating my drinking. So I'm not rating according to respect of style, just by how I feel in the moment. How I feel about the beer in my glass. So I love that.
That's not a bad way to use it, because essentially Untappd is a tool.
Yep.
And the way you use it is going to be the way that it should be used. And I think that's not a bad way to use it either. You're not turning me around entirely, but I see the appeal.
Yeah,
I see why.
The appeal. That's a constant debate we have. I always say it's not useful because I can't remember all the beers I drank.
Which I don't believe him, but that's just
Max doesn't believe me, but usually
even though you've proven me right in many situations, but I still think it's because my memory is shittier than yours.
I have a shitty memory too. It's just I don't know on that. I'm quite good. I'm quite good. I can't remember like those were good, that year were good, and I don't need that stuff. But since we're doing Ops and Bros now, like those reviews are right over there on YouTube, so I can go check them out after. But even sometimes we're like, did we already review this beer or not? Let's check it out. So
yeah, my memory's shit. I always have to go to like check out to have we had this beer before? Have we not? I can't. Anyways.
Yeah, it's just alright. It's a good memory.
So I guess that's how Untappd could be very useful for me.
Yeah.
But I just can't be bothered to take out my phone while I'm with someone else and to start doing things.
We have 2 comments from Eric Buck and also from Ed. So on YouTube, Eric Buck says, wheat beer genre blanche. Ok, on va y aller en français. Wheat beer genre blanche, pas trop mon fort, mais les IPA comme Bone Shaker, c'est bon. Ouais, merci Eric, merci. Bone Shaker, on a déjà fait le review en plus. Back in the days, vraiment longtemps, puis Amsterdam Brewery, des bons amis à nous autres. On a déjà reçu de la bière, si tu veux aller voir les autres vidéos des autres, ça vaut vraiment la peine.
Ma cause, j'espère que vu que t'aimes un style, t'aimes moins l'autre, que tu prends ça en note quand tu utilises Untappd aussi.
Oh, my own fan clubs right here. Sonia Maisonneuve and Stéphanie Lafrenière.
Ah, salut, je vous aime. Les
filles. Noah aussi. I'm mixing my own language right now. Okay. So Noah is putting a little comment on Facebook. So my memory is shit too, but when it comes to beer, I seem to remember everything. See, I was right.
Okay.
Noah, I feel you. You're good. But yes, so Untappd, good little platform, easy to use for pretty much everyone. We both work in the beer industry. We both kind of like see a bit what's going on Untappd and how it affects the businesses at the same time. And it could be stressful as a business owner because someone has a bad experience with beer, puts 1 star, and just says shit.
Yeah. It's how do you react to negativity? Which there's not a good answer to it. If you go with positive, the person might be even more negative, might go back to positive. It's just it's hard. It's really hard. And you feel hateful because it's the internet. Internets are so mean. The internets are mean. The internets are mean. The people on the interweb. Yeah, the people on the interweb are mean. Well, it's actually more internet. I just like saying interweb. Ruby's Garage. Cheers. Oh, it's been a while. How's it going? He says, I seem to lose memory after too many years. Just saying. Which I guess could be a good way to track it down. Yeah. Are you in need of another drink, Max? Yeah, I'll go for a little. What should we go? We have
KBS breakfast stout. It's not a breakfast stout, but it's flavored stout, flavored with it says with chocolate and coffee aged in oak and bourbon barrels. Holy shit! Yeah. So this one has been released in LCBOs lately. My favorite LCBO. Little shout out to LCBO in Orleans, Innis and 10th.
Innis and 10th. So
I think they have the best.
4220 Innis.
Ooh, fancy. So over there they have one of the great selections of the LCBOs around Ottawa. So if you happen to be around, go check him out. But yes, we'll crack this one open.
I'll grab a little bottle of that one just to taste it.
Cool. So let's get the bottle opener while I'm reading that. Oh, so Noah's just been introduced himself to Untappd.
Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe we should dive in back. Should we do it? You guys,
what's your take on that?
Yeah, maybe change your opinion. Maybe we should introduce ourselves to Untappd and make our beer reviews a little bit more available and make something a little bit more consistent out there on Untappd. Every beer we're drinking. Should we do it?
Well, yeah. What do you guys think? At this point, your opinion is woo. As good as ours for that.
We could do the your opinion matters.
Your opinion. Ooh.
Looks nice. Looks nice.
The only thing I hate is the fact I'm sick. I don't know if some people weren't there at the beginning. Yeah. And you probably heard my voice. So I haven't been able to really smell or taste much these last few days. Which
I'll just rinse my
no, go ahead. So that's why I only took a little smidgen, but it seems to smell nice.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice. But really cool. We're filming right in front of the bar. It's super nice. I love it. It's just a little bit different.
By the way, Ed, I don't think we answered your question. You were saying that you don't look to the star system. You look more to the comments and all that, which I think is great. And you're right. That's the way to interpret. Cheers. I think that's the best way.
Oof. Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
Your Facebook.
To interpret. Facebook's down again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Do you know what's happening, or we?
No, I'll go back.
I'll keep on. Yes,
Edge,
for that. Yes.
Yeah.
The rating systems. Yes, it's shit. So keeping up with the comments, I think it's the way to go. But sometimes people put 1 star and 1 letter comment, which is shit. What do you do with that? And it's stressful. You don't know. Did the beer explode in their sink, or they just write down sink dump? They're like, what? Why did you dump it? Bring it. We'll try it out together. We'll sit down, drink the beer together, and see what's going on with it. You don't want that kind of negativity affecting you in a negative way. That's a lot of negative words.
Yeah. It's happened in the past that I've heard about this. People come in and they go, my beer wasn't quite as what he's supposed to be. Big fan of the beer. It tastes a little off or whatever. There's a bunch of different factors. I mean, one bottle in X amount might be a little more oxygenated, and maybe a couple of drops of water went in, aged a little faster. I don't know, like a bunch of factors, or maybe it's the customer himself who left it in the sun for a couple of days and brings it back and goes like it's shit. It might be.
Yeah.
Who cares about the factor? Come in, we'll try it out, and we'll give you a new one. There's no like, we're not gonna hold it against you or anything. If you didn't like the beer, try something else.
Did you start a new one?
I think I might have.
Okay, I'll just put the question back then.
Okay.
Perfect. The question is
perfect.
Back here.
So we do apologize on Facebook. We've been having troubles with my phone for some reason.
Oh no, everything's back now.
Everything's back? Okay.
No.
Okay,
we had to do another one. So if you see us popping everywhere on Facebook, that's because we're Absent Bros. And Roomies, yes, we're just about to hit 300 subscribers. We want to put it out there. If you have a friend that likes the show and he wants to be on 300 subscriber, then maybe we have something to do with that.
Maybe 300 is going to be a special number. It might not.
Might not. You know
what we should do instead?
What?
I've got a better idea. Instead of doing 300, let's do a random number. Like 307. 307 being that number where we're going to do something special with.
307.
307.
307.
307 instead of 300. Everyone does the square numbers. I'm up to a million, I'm up to 1,000, I'm up to whatever. No, let's be different. Let's be different by being the same and do with a random number. It doesn't have to be 307. It can be something else.
Good question for Roomies. You have a beer that froze in your fridge or in your freezer. Don't freeze your beer in your fridge, but if it froze in your
freezer,
in your just your fridge, let it cool down before opening. Don't open it up if it's frozen because you'll get all the shit going up.
Yeah.
So let it sit down, cool down. Cool down, yeah. Cool down or
well,
either.
warm up, but
yeah,
warm up to a cool temperature instead
to a
of
cool
an icy temperature. Yeah.
But instead of an icy temperature, and things should be better. It already happened to me because as soon as you open the icy beer, okay, I was in this pub, beer sitting in the snow for too long. You open it up, and
it's happened to the best of us.
Snow just pours out of the beer like a geyser of snow pouring out. It's
geyser of snow. Yeah. It's a fancy word there, bud. Congratulations, man! You're getting
cool,
better.
And yes, for me, the beer.
It's a new
all
session.
Good. Nick, subscribe if you're 300. You might get a reach around.
Reach around.
We'll make it happen. No worries. But yes, for me, the beer is still good. Don't dump it. Either way, if you have a bad experience with beer, don't dump it. Try it out. If it's bad, you'll see it.
Okay, so I might be completely wrong with this, but I think what happens when it freezes up is that what's going to be affected mostly is the CO2. That's going to lessen, so it might be a little more flat than it was before.
Yeah.
But I mean, try it out. I've rarely dumped a beer without trying it first, just because who knows? It might be delicious. It might be the best beer you've ever had.
Always.
Yeah.
Always just try it out.
Yeah. I've got a whole crate of random beer that I've got no idea what's in the bottles.
No labels.
I'm gonna try every single one of them before I dump them.
Yeah. Of course.
And if you want a special bottle of those, let us know in the comments below.
Yes, we'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
We have a few random beers to give away.
No idea what they are. Absolutely zero idea.
Oh yeah, we're drinking the KBS flavored stout. I found that at our LCBO in Orleans.
4220 Innis.
Yeah, one of my favorite.
Stop in. Tell them that Hudson Rose
yeah. I forgot her name. She doesn't want to. She wants to keep her
anonymity.
Anonymity.
Okay.
So doesn't want to put the name out there. But she's fantastic. She speaks French and English. So if you have any questions and you want to get to discover more beers from Ontario, that's the place to go. But back to it. Yes. This flavored stout is amazing. You get the bourbon, coffee, chocolate. It's a good blend of everything. I don't know. It's called at what? Let's check that out. It says extra strong beer.
Okay, so it's got
11.9%.
Wow.
Woo, that's nice. That's nice. And the reason why there's scotch right here is because Max is dying.
I am, and for some reason I know this old cowboy trick where you drink whiskey when you're dying or when you're sick.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually yet, because this guy is actually pretty good. Like the hardness of the alcohol seems to be helping.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
I love it.
I like it. Well, I like it, and I wish I could taste it more.
So if you go to that famous LCBO, stop to Stray Dog. A little advice from Ed to buy some beers out there because it's worth it, and you're supporting a local business at the same moment.
Exactly. Plus, they've got a bunch of great beer. We have the Mosaic, the One Hop Wonder Mosaic, which was great.
Really nice.
It's a New England Pale Ale. They also have the Shag and Wagon that we have to have on the show soon. We're working towards getting a bottle or a can, and that one is apparently very, very good as well.
I heard a lot of good stuff. Our friend Craig from BAOS Podcast talked about it, drank it, and it's looked like a fantastic beer. Back to Untappd. Boom.
Oh wow, we segued.
We segued
like pros.
Thing. Yeah,
yes,
this is
did.
A pro segue. Oh.
More comments?
From Guillaume again. Hey, I had that one after une soirée. Des brasseurs showing again. We actually drank that in school bus at 1 a.m. Is 1 a.m. a good hour for breakfast? Yes, it is.
Great hour. What I love at 1 a.m. honestly is pancakes. Usually I'm a crepe kind of guy. Like French crepes, very, very thin, and you put. I like to put some bacon in there with some peanut butter and some maple syrup. You know, I go far.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm a little bit more classic. I put old cheddar with a little bit of milk.
Oh, so you go the salty way instead of the. No, see, I like to go sweet, sweet and salty with the bacon. Anyways, but at 1 a.m. pancakes. So the thicker ones with a bunch of butter on it and a bunch of maple syrup. Sorry, I'm a little hungry, guys.
For me, it's Montreal bagels.
Oh yeah.
At 1 a.m. you're slammed from your brewery experience, and you go out there, you just buy those fresh warm bagels.
Well, you lived at the perfect spot for bagels.
I know. I once wake up in the morning with an half-eaten bagel on my pillow, and I still don't remember what happened. But I
Sorry, Chris. I really wanted to tell you. I snuck in, ate a bagel, left it there, and then left.
No, I don't feel comfortable sleeping anymore. Okay.
You probably shouldn't.
The Amiral Gin Ale. So is that a beer, or it's a ginger beer, or a gin ale? From Amiral. We'll look it up and we'll make a review out of it.
Gin ale.
Yeah, we'll have to check out.
Is it an ale aged in gin barrels?
Not sure.
With what he described, there's a bunch of possibility, and I love every single one of them.
Eric, envoie-nous le message avec le nom de la bière direct.
Ouais.
On va pouvoir checker ça, faire la recherche en même temps, puis voir si on est capable d'en trouver ici pas loin.
Right.
Beer Lord, do you still homebrew?
We were supposed to homebrew last Sunday.
Didn't happen.
No.
But it's coming up.
Yes.
And I can assure you guys, there's a lot more coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be homebrewing, brewing, brewing.
Homebrewing brewing, yeah.
Soon.
Yes.
And you'll hear a lot more about this.
Yes.
So
because we do enjoy doing it, and we do enjoy being in breweries and brewing beer. So without saying more, it's coming up.
It's coming
up. It's
up.
going to be good times.
Yeah, it's going to be really good times and fantastic videos out of that.
Yes, of course, always.
So, Untappd, the good things about it.
Oh wow, yeah, segue.
Yeah, segue
That's
again.
what I love about the lives is that we start somewhere and then we end up somewhere completely different.
Always, but yes, we had really fantastic, good points from our friends on Facebook, even on YouTube. Ed put it up there as a brewery expertise, or like he's in this figure. So he sees all those ratings showing up for his beer, and he appreciates it on a customer point of view. So he can see what the customers think about his beer. He's not a big fan about the ratings.
No.
We're still not a big fan about ratings.
But I'm a little turned around because I after seeing a lot of the comments, it can be a tool. It can be a useful tool, and even for brewers, I guess, if you want feedback from your beer, what would be nice is to add a section for the date. Yep. So you know that the person drank this beer that was dated for X date, or even like the number of the batch or whatever.
Yeah, that's a
hard
thing.
Because I mean every brewery has their own system, but that would be the best system. It's
expensive for breweries to have a system set up at a brewery.
Although I've seen a lot of beers with at least a date.
At least.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of pressure on that side of things because that's where things are merging.
Yeah.
Now craft brewers, I'll say just brewers in general. Yes, they do on a small scale thing, and it's right in your backyard sometimes. But people want the quality; they can taste it. But having the dates and the freshness, it's still edible product.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's still something you drink.
I've had beers that were like very, very old. It's just you don't know what's gonna happen. What's up?
Yeah, we still. Oh, I'm just thinking about the beers that've been like the old beers that are in the fridge. That it's not even going on camera because it doesn't show up the full potential of the beer.
Yeah.
I had a Bose American Pale Ale 3 years old.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's really bad for me. I should haven't done that, but we found that beer while moving around everywhere.
I'm not sure where it came from, but I mean, it just happens.
And it's straight up on the bottle, 2014. That's an old beer for an American Pale Ale.
Yes, and again,
but still good.
On Untappd would be good to know the feedback of, okay, so this beer after 3 weeks, people are saying this about the beer.
Yeah.
At 6 months, people are saying this. When someone finds it a couple of years after, they're saying that.
Yeah. Little comment from Guillaume Waldo that shared a little IPA du Nord-Est with one of his friend. She said that it looked like orange juice. That's our last review.
I was...
Sneeze it. Go.
It's
not gonna happen.
I do apologize, guys. I'm a mess right now.
So the whole thing about this comment, tried the IPA du Nord-Est, looked like orange juice. We already drank it last week. Doesn't really taste like orange
Shameless
juice.
plug. Go check out our video from last week.
It's fantastic.
It's going to be in the comments down there.
I think it's one of the best ones we've had so far.
It's up there.
Maybe the one we just did. Yes, we just filmed a review that's coming out on Thursday too. But he added that it's brewed with oats. So his friend replied, "Then it's almost a complete breakfast."
It is. It
So
almost is.
should we just add lactose to it and make it
Yeah.
happen?
To me, yeah, that'd be great. I'm a big fan of coffee milk stouts right now, especially like earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Especially if they're brewed with cold brew, or if you add coffee in the fermenter to make your own cold brew, because you will get a kick from the coffee.
From my point of view, I prefer. Salut Marie.
Hey.
What?
Hey.
She's working.
Oh, ok. Hello, Marie.
Salut Marie.
Ça va?
Prends soin des malades.
Ouais.
Yay.
Okay, so
Okay.
you were saying.
Yes. So I do prefer having like a cold brew brewed before putting it in the fermenter because coffee grains are as complex as hops are. So having the right blend of coffee grains made for a cold brew, that's a whole lot of episode we can do on that. But mixing it in your fermenter, you have a stable coffee flavor that's going in there. If you put just the grain of coffee in there, then the infusion will last probably a week. Which cold brew is around 24 to 48 hours, depending on what type of cold brew you're brewing. So it's completely different. Different.
Although what I've found in the past, I've tried a couple different ones, and the acidity of the cold brew sometimes pierces through. So if your initial stout was not roasty enough, it might overpower it a tiny bit.
Okay.
So it really depends, but I agree with you. Cold brew is probably the best way to do it, and I find you get the most kick out of it.
Yeah,
but
also it rounds up the sweetness out of it, and you don't get the bitterness out of the coffee. It's a little bit more sweeter depending on the cold brew you're using.
And it depends on the beer as well. Depends on a lot of factors. So we've got a new comment
from Jaron Oliver.
Jaron.
What do you guys think of the state's independent craft beer sticker rules association? If positive, do you think that Canada should do the same sooner versus later? I think we kind of like a little bit talk about it at the same moment it came out on a live session, but
I honestly don't know much about it.
So it's a sticker / logo that
you put on your beer to be able to say that it's purely American.
That you're independent.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So it's the same concept as saying that you're an actual craft brewery and you're not owned by one of the big guys.
No, it's bigger than that. It's like a seal of approval. Let's say in France they have the appellation d'origine contrôlée, so AOC, to mean that this cheese can only be made in this region.
Oh wow! Okay.
So it's a seal of approval, and it's like certified and everything. In the United States, they are working on that, and it's already released. There's a few breweries behind that, and it's kind of like a big bottle, and it's supposed to, if you put that on a brewery, that you're certified as an independent brewery.
Okay.
I'm not against it.
No.
On a design point of view, I'm against it. I want the beer label to be as creative as it is. I don't want to put like any other stuff on there. Any like mom shouldn't drink that. 18 years old shouldn't drink that. I know like in the United States they put a lot of that. In Europe, same thing.
Yeah.
We know it's bad. Don't put it out there. But back on that thing, I think transparency is the most important thing in beer, and I think that's something that on every label it should show up. Not just in beer, but in beer. Let's say that you're contracting. You're a contract brewery. Fine, you have your own recipe, you develop your own recipe, you work hard on your branding, you're selling your own beer, no problem with that. But please do put where it's brewed. So I know Brasserie Hochelag out in Montreal, they're doing this for a lot of breweries out there in Montreal. They're bringing their own stuff. They're also a distillery, and they do beer for Vox Populi and other breweries, but every single of them, they put it on the label that it's brewed at Brasserie Hochelag. So you know
it's beautiful, it's great.
It's fantastic, and it doesn't take that much of effort.
No.
Just showcase.
And we've had a bunch of beers that were contract breweries, and always a good experience.
It's always a good experience.
It's not bad beer because you know it's brewed by a craft brewery anyways. It's brewed by a brewery who's going to care about it. Yeah, so there's nothing negative by saying that you're a contract. Again, we've had a live in the past where we've debated this.
Yeah.
As long as your contract is a temporary thing, I find. I like to have an actual physical location because for me, craft beer is a community thing. It's every city should have their little craft brewery.
I changed a little bit my mind on that. I'm kind of like I fell in love with the gypsy brewer concept a little bit. I love it.
Gypsy brewery concept.
Yeah, so it's a brewer that moves around from breweries to breweries.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So that's kind of how Untappd works.
Anyway, you can still do it as long as you have a local.
They have their own local brewery, but the reason why we're having Untappd on the LCBO shelves. It's because it's brewed in a Toronto brewery. But if you go to LCBOs, it says that the beer is from Canada.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Well, it is.
It is.
but it's brewed by someone who's not from Canada.
So I think that over there, there's a mistake. This beer should be labeled as beer from Sweden. But it's alright that it says it in Canada. Yeah, but it's labeled as
so it should be local beer. It should be labeled as Canadian beer brewed by a Swedish brewer.
Put it
that's perfect. Be as transparent as you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least that's something that I strive for, and I think everyone should, because there's no point in not being transparent.
No, exactly.
Because if you're going to do something that's going to get you hated for a reason, then don't do it. I mean, it's common sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So at that point, there's nothing negative about being from another country and coming to brew in Canada. It's actually great.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to see that. And I love it because it shows creativity out there, and it's just, I think it spurs a little bit the industry. It shows that, like, we're all together and that we can all drink the beer from everywhere around the world. So if they're coming here to brew beer and that we can sell it out there, we can go there and sell our own beer. We can do it.
Eventually we could.
And we have plenty of beer out there. I know pretty much every brewery has their own market and it runs super well, but I can't wait to see more of
that.
Local breweries. Trou du Diable, Sud du Ciel, seeing them out there and on the international side, like in London, California, pretty much everywhere. It's crazy. It's crazy because it's little breweries out here that we see that in every single shop we have. Beer shop. Yeah, Max is dying again. Sorry. Cheers to Adam and Drunk Pokeroo that just joined in. Cheers, guys. What's your take on the old Untappd debate? So, good or bad thing? I can't wait to see your little take on that.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
can just put it down in the comment below.
So what did Maggie say? Is that what you were looking at earlier?
No, it's Eric Buck on YouTube. He says that it's from Microbrasserie Le Bockel in Trois-Rivières.
Nice,
fantastic brewery.
It is a great
fantastic IPAs, and they also have a 0% alcohol IPA, which is really cool.
Yeah, it is. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's, you know how you describe an IPA as being a hop juice? That is actually a hop juice.
Yeah, it's hop juice.
Because it's literally a juice made from hops, which is not a bad thing, because hops are pretty good. So, it's a good alternative if you want something that has zero alcohol, but you still want some hoppy tastes. I've not had a lot of non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
Of what I hear, they mostly taste like shit. So that might be a good take.
I did a whole week on non-alcoholic.
Did you?
Beverage. Yeah, it's been 3 years.
A non-alcoholic beverage, like beer and stuff like that, and wine, or just no beer.
A week of no alcohol. So I drank non-alcoholic wine.
Okay, so that's what I meant. You drank alcohol products with no alcohol in them.
Yeah, for a whole week. Yeah, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. It's not happening. But yeah, it's not that good. There was some good stuff out there, but it's not. It's just not there. But this IPA from Bockel, really worth it. I think that one changed a little bit the thing. So we have a guest on the show.
I don't know if you guys can see him. I don't think so.
All right, we'll make it happen. Come here, buddy. Oh.
So now we're gonna get so many views because.
Oh yeah, it's because we have a dog on here.
I bet.
I think he's not super clean. Oh, he smells good. He's clean. Yeah, he's clean.
How long have we been going, anyways?
I don't know. It's still going. And do we have more questions? should we end that on the special thing?
Well, I mean, one last question. If you have anything, if you have any comments,
put it
now's
down
the
there.
time to put it.
Passion is taking the question. Should be. I'll make him talk. No problem. It looks kind of like comfortable right now.
I don't know. I think he looks
kind
of tricked out. He's like, dude, what are you doing?
Should we make him drink a little bit of beer?
No, we should not do that on camera.
No, not on camera.
No, he's never drank beer.
Okay, perfect. Adam, put down that Untappd used to be really fun. What do you mean by that?
Ooh, used to be really fun. That's an interesting.
So that's kind of like back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, or back when you used to use it, because I can see both as being. Ooh. It might have been a small community thing, which was fun, and now it's getting negative. Do we have an answer?
Do we have an answer, Adam? We're talking to you straight up.
I thought you said because you had an answer.
No. There's a lot of there's someone angry that put flowers. We can see beer snobbery. Okay.
Oh yes, definitely. There's a lot of that.
Oh, snobbism. Yeah. I think it's something we had a lot of discussion around it because
I'm totally against snobbery with beer.
We fought a little bit because
us fighting never.
Yeah, on the beer glasses that we were using on the show. So we started off with mason jar beer glasses.
I love those.
We jumped to Manchester glasses,
I also love those. Manchester's are pretty nice.
We have a bunch up there. That's what we're using for orange juice.
And then we went to the Spiegelos, the IPA glasses.
I know, we went for the whole range. So the different, like we had
we had that for a while too. Yeah.
They all broke down. It's the shittiest glassware you can find out there. I can guarantee you, don't buy the Spiegelo glassware set. It's fucking bullshit.
It's to drink beer. It's not bad. As soon as you're gonna start washing them, you're gonna break them.
No. I grabbed my beer like this.
Yeah. And
it broke in my hand.
That's why I love Manchester.
I'm not that strong. Look, my hands. It's small.
That's why I love Manchesters. You're not gonna break a Manchester.
Yeah, you're gonna break a man's face instead.
Exactly. The Manchester is a manly glass.
That's why we decided to go on this one. We had kind of like a little bit because Max, I didn't want to make it look Option Bros like snobbies.
Yeah, exactly. I want to stay as clear from snobbism as possible.
Because we're not snobby. Any brand out there, we love all the different beers, and we always think that there's a way to discover because it's brewing is a really creative process, and filming video is a really very creative process. Yes. So putting all those things together for us is a creative outlet that we need to do every single week. It's every single day. We take pictures, we film videos, we edit stuff, we do audio, we do lightning, we shop for stuff.
And without shedding a tear or anything, it's just that's what we do. Hops and Bros it's every day for us. I mean, we're going to text each other constantly to try to figure out new videos, new concept, new ways to film, new equipment that we think should be a good investment. It's pretty much the only thing we do. So we have an answer from Adam.
So Adam puts in a little bit more details. It's more of folks trying to check in more often with the whales and crazy ratings. You get addicted to check-ins. If you remember Foursquare, it was crazy. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still the king of check-ins for Gordy. Yeah, you know the Canuck Pale Ale from GLB.
Yeah.
I think out there you're one of the biggest fans of this beer, and it's amazing. But I can't. I'm not a guy.
We had it? I don't think.
We had it. I think we already did a review.
When?
Yes, one of our best videos. It's about that beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the top 3 Canada beers.
So again, talking about my memory,
I remember it.
3 Canada beers.
Yeah, we had that. Yeah, top 3 beers to drink on Canada Day.
Okay.
Yeah, we did that. That's weird. Oh, that's good memories. I love it. But yes, all about chasing whales.
Chasing whales?
Yeah, it's like the the rare product. People are looking for that, and they're running everywhere. We already talked a little bit about that. I had a little bit of rant in the other video we did about the Patio Sessions. People are running everywhere to check in and drink those beers. I think you should just follow your own instinct. So just go in there in the shop, grab whatever beer attracts your attention,
and try it out. I mean, you might. That's where marketing is super important for beer.
No, I did it before you.
Yeah, you did. Because people are going to taste with their eyes first. That's where they're going to decide this is the product they want to try out. What is the sexiest product they see?
Oh shit!
What's up? Are we? So we've got one more.
Yeah, we got one more coming after that. I'm done. My nose is exploding. That's
funny.
crazy.
I'm dying and you're the one sneezing.
I know, allergies, yeah.
Allergies suck, bro.
Yeah, I need to take more pills. Okay, perfect. So Vincent Boisvert says, I use Untappd to keep a library of beer that I drink. I also rate the beers, but this is not the most important thing. That's awful. Oh my god.
Which I agree entirely with you.
Since I untap only the best beers that I drank. So I just gotta go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be back.
That's a great concept. So use Untappd and rate the beers that you really, really love. So you're not going to be putting negative stars or whatever. Which I think it's a good way to do it. It's interesting for sure. Rumi's Garage, bless you, Chris. Rumi's Garage is saying bless you.
4 times. Oh man.
That's hilarious.
That's just bad. Oh
yeah.
Allergies suck.
The allergies do suck, bud. Yes, they do. And so let's do a conclusion for this. It was nice talking to you guys, as always.
that was
Bunch
an
of fun.
amazing live session.
Nice.
It's
like
been
it.
a while.
Yeah, it's been a
I
while.
felt rusted to start off the video, but
So let us know in the comments below if you want us to do more of these live sessions. We love doing them, and we want to know your opinion.
when we have the time to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And we have the time today. Max was sick, can't do the edit. We put up there a nice live
yesterday
session.
was rough. Yeah, rough.
So without further ado, we're at 299 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes.
Make the 300 happen. We count on you guys. Share with your friends that love beer at the same time. That's what we're here for. And also go check out all our friends that showed up at the same time. I want to
definitely.
put a little, yeah, Thomas. Thanks a lot. Well, you're in New York, right, Thomas? So next time we're in New York, we need to meet up with you and do something. You know, I haven't forget that. You know, we chat a little bit on
Or
Instagram.
next time you're in Canada as well.
Which is a few hours away. No problem with that. But yes, so. Yes. Perfect. So Adam was there on Facebook. Noah from Beerism.
Yes.
We also had Guillaume from the Beer Jedi. I'm really happy to see him out there.
Jaren.
Just drunk pokeroo, man.
Drunk pokeroo.
I love you.
Yes.
I love your last article on the beer guys. It was amazing. I loved it. So keep up. So everyone out there on every different social media, just go out there and support the community in general. So subscribe to them, give them the love that they deserve, because there's a lot of effort going on there. And I think that talking about those subjects with you guys just shows up how good the community is and how open we are to all the different subjects. So
without further ado, cheers, and
cheers.
I'm gonna go die now.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers, guys. Oh, let's do a real cheers with a glass. No.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Scotch glass. No. Cheers. Always down for drinks, man. Cheers.
Finish.